So I grew up in my dad's jewelry store. And so if you think of something that's most impacted by a recession, it would definitely be jewelry. More so than houses or commercial machines, jewelry is the thing that would be most impacted. And it's so interesting because my whole life I was raised by my dad, and he's been in this business for over 40 years. So 40 years, think about all the recessions that have happened in the last 40 years that we've had to go through. And he would just always tell me the same thing. And he would say, Jason, all we have to be is a light in a dark tunnel. All we have to do is give certainty during uncertain times. And when you can be the salesperson that embodies that, it's almost like you have no competition. Like, think about that, right? If you could be a salesperson that embodies that, it's almost like you have no competition. And he would say to me, he would say customers are coming in and they would say stuff like, hey, how's business right now? Because I was over at Jared's, or I was over at Bachendorf's, I was over at Tiffany's, and they're saying traffic is down, people aren't buying right now. And he would immediately disassociate and say, well, that might be Bachendorf's, but that's not here. People are still buying here. All they're looking for is permission to buy. And I'm here to give you permission to buy. Let's talk about what you're looking to buy. It's interesting, right? Like, think about perspectives on things. My definition of a good market and a bad market is that a bad market is when it's socially unacceptable to buy something. A good market is when it's socially acceptable to buy something. And so you think about it, that in a bad market, that you buy something and you go home to your friends and family or your coworkers or the CFO in your own business, you're probably already experiencing this, and people go, what are you thinking right now? Like, this is the worst time to buy. Like, we gotta save our money. We gotta be careful, right? And that's like the culture. The culture is kind of giving you that, let's don't do this right now. That's a bad market. A good market is when we make that exact same purchase and then we go to our coworkers, our friends, and our family, and they go, great idea, what a great time to buy. But the common denominator in all of that is you still have people that are wanting to buy. In both a bad market and a good market, you still have an intrinsic desire to do something. They're just looking for permission to do it. And so in a good market, they get the outside economy that gives them permission. They get the culture that gives them permission. They get the media that gives them permission. In a bad market, they get permission from a salesperson.